Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, let me first recognize respected Mr. Mirza Rahman and all distinguished respected members of the CEO organization, CEO Club Pakistan, and also to Madam Nazir for your kind introductions. And indeed, it is a pleasure for me and a privilege of me and my team to be able to meet you today and have discussions and dialogue with you on how we would be able to increase bilateral trade. And I think I know during my interactions with Pakistani friends here in not only in Islamabad but in various countries, in various provinces here, people in Pakistan know about Indonesia usually only on three things. One, Bali, because people want to go to Bali, and even I'm also very pleased that one of my colleagues here, a new colleague, Mr. Bilal, he will be traveling to Bali next week. Enjoying the second honeymoon, third honeymoon. But people in Pakistan know about Indonesia. One, from Bali. Second, palm oil, because I think we are fortunate enough that we supply palm oil to Pakistan, and Indonesia is one of the biggest palm oil exporter to the world, and Pakistan is one of the biggest importer. The third element, Sukarno, because I learned, especially the old generations, younger generations probably they know little about our Indonesian founding fathers, but the younger generations, they know Indonesia from Gina Cap, because our founding fathers also using the same name, Gina Cap. And that's all. You know, throughout my interactions with Pakistani friends, usually they mention, when I ask them about Indonesia, they make reference on this treaty. So it is provide me a challenge of how to put Indonesia in the spotlight, introducing Indonesia, a more new, modern Indonesia. I believe you yourself, and many of the CEOs certainly knows that the economic potentials of Indonesia. We are now members of the G20s, and also our economy is more than $1 trillion economy. And I keep advising people in Pakistan, please come to Indonesia. Please go to Indonesia to see the difference of Indonesia, the dynamic, the vibrance of the economy of Indonesia. There's a lot of opportunity for you to engage straight with Indonesia, or even to invest in Indonesia. I know that people in Pakistan, especially business community, they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of ideas, wants to expand their presence globally, and why not using Indonesia as the launching pad to expand your products beyond Indonesia. So look at Indonesia beyond Indonesia. So this is one of my messages that I keep telling. Why? Because Indonesia, with 270 million populations, is the biggest market in Southeast Asia. In ASEAN, we are the biggest market in ASEAN. But in total, ASEAN, we have more than close to 650 million population, 650 million market of ASEAN. Huge market for Pakistan to penetrate. Huge market because with that Pakistan can use Indonesia as a launching pad. We already have the PTA. Pakistan also have, I believe you are in the process of making an FTA or PTA with Malaysia or with Thailand. And within ASEAN, we have the PTA. Meaning, if you can penetrate the Indonesian market, use the Indonesians as a base to launch product broadly to ASEAN, then you will get you will have a chance to export more than 600 million market in ASEAN. So that's why that's one of my message that I keep telling you. And I think in terms of the trade, one thing that I learned, the positive trajectories of the bilateral trade. Our trades keep improving. Even during the COVID, we recorded positive trajectory. The trade was increased 12 to 15%. Huge. That was during the COVID. But if you look at the item, this is the challenge that we are facing. Because when I look at the statistic, when I look at the challenge, when I look at the statistic export and import, then I saw that most of the import to Pakistan, for instance, comprises of palm oil. More than 17% of Indonesia's export is palm oil. Close to 10% coal. Meaning only 20% is other goods. So we need to diversify. Likewise, if you look at the trade between, you look at the export goods from Pakistan, it's also very limited to several items like quinoa, for instance. I think everyone knows that Pakistani quinoa is one of the best in the world. And mango, because mango is also one of the best in the world. And I learned, I have the experience myself. I try mango and cannot stop mango because they are so delicious. Even sometimes I have to fight with my doctor to give different advice from me. Now, on Pakistan, citrus or mango, rice, because we also import rice from Pakistan. Semi-finished iron, this is the bulk of Pakistani export to Indonesia. Semi-finished iron, and but beyond that, very few other things. And why I mention is because Iran Pakistan also have a lot of potentials to import globally, not only those items that I specifically mentioned. So there is a lot of area whereby the two countries will be able to expand further. And I would suggest you to identify the strongest point where the area whereby Pakistan have the strongest point to export, and how the international, the global communities or the world need those kind of the product from Pakistan. So I'm using there's a lot of tools available in the internet whereby you can focus on the area, and I'm usually using the trade connectivities WTO website, and also on the trade connectivity like the Trade Observatory, MITs, and also Harvard. They make this thing. So for instance, I make this to underscore how Indonesia look at Pakistan, the market in Pakistan, using I think the MIT or the Harvard, they have some tools to generate the information about this. So I'm making this to identify the area whereby the Indonesia have a potential to the market in Pakistan, and that's something that I would like to discuss further with you. And I understand that this is a good opportunity also for us to discuss further. And I think during the informal interactions, before we entered the rooms, we also recognize there is a lot of interest from Pakistan to expand more trade with Indonesia or to invest in Indonesia. And I think in the end of my presentations, I will provide a short clips video, 3 minutes videos about the potential business in Indonesia, the investments in Indonesia, the area where Pakistan also have the potentials to come to Indonesia with the investment. Now, another aspect which is very relevant also because despite we are far geographically, we are close in mind. Look at the similarities. I already mentioned about the Jinnah camp, but the similarities goes beyond that. Many women in Indonesia also dress like you, with a nice and nowadays even in Indonesia, this kind of dress is very popular with embroidery. So this is one of the potential. I don't know if any of you visited Indonesia recently. You will see now people in Indonesia, especially they want more this kind of nice dresses with the embroidery.
With embroidery.
Embroidery.
Patches.
Yeah, the patches. So my wife also surprised to learn now that in Indonesia.
You sending one dress for you.
Yeah, send one and then requesting more, and then upon curiosity, she look at the Instagrams and see it's very popular. This model is very popular in Indonesia, embroidered, because it's look good. Look at Nazia Khan. If there is any TV producers or movie producer, I believe he would fall in love with us and also offer a job to star in the movie. So that's the cultural aspect that we would I would like to underscore. But once again, the similarities goes beyond that. Bilal Sahab, when you go to Bali, you don't need to worry. You can easily find the Indonesian versions of nasi biryani. Yeah, you can easily find the Indonesian versions of pasandai. Yeah, even we call it rendang. You can Google it in the internet. Rendang, brother who've been working in Indonesia know very well.
Baju kurang.
Yeah, rendang is the best food in the world for beef lover. This is a kind of Indonesian pasandai, but we cook in different ways. Certainly with spices, because this is another element. Both two countries are fond of spices. Even I learned that Pakistan is more generous in using spices, especially in the southern part of Pakistan, is whereby you put everything with 12 different spices in forms of garam masala. Now, that's in the cuisines also. And if during the high tea, if you want to enjoy a relaxed time, you can also easily find the Indonesian versions of pakora. We call it bakwan. So no need to worry. You go to Indonesia, you go to many places, restaurants, you can easily find the similar food that you have in Pakistan, in Indonesia. So that's, I think, the strong foundations for the two countries to expand our cultural foundations. And I think this is also good for entrance. For entrance for you if you want to expand trade with Indonesia. And I'm here certainly not only to sell news of promote Indonesia, but also I want to hear from you. What is your concerns? What is the issue that you encounter in Indonesia? Because my job not only to promote the Indonesians' business climate, which is getting better and better now, but also to learn from you the difficulties on the area whereby we, the embassies, may be able to help you to facilitate your further interactions with Indonesians' counterpart, and also to expand the businesses in Indonesia. So I stop here because I prefer to have interactions with you, whereby I would be able to get some knowledge, ideas from you, and I believe the exit door is very close to me. So if I encounter difficult questions, I will escape. So that wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.